Welcome back. We've been working through our Julie's Plumbing Supplies problem. We've done our income statement. We just finished our statement of retained earnings, and we are asked to prepare a balance sheet. So a balance sheet, of course, summarizes assets, liabilities, and shareholders' equity. And hopefully at the end of the day, assets equals liabilities plus shareholders' equity. We have our assets. Maybe I'll use a highlighter here. We got our assets here down to here. These are all of our assets. And let me undo the green highlighting. Our liabilities here down to here, just a little snippet of liabilities. And let's see, our shareholders' equity accounts are kind of here-ish. And so, yeah, it should be pretty straightforward to summarize. It's not like I need to go searching for these accounts. I just need to lay things out properly. Let's start with that yellow section, though. Let's start with our assets. Well, in fact, before I get to my assets, I got to get to a title. Let's title this thing. So it's Julie's Plumbing Supplies. It's going to be a 3-line title. Julie's Plumbing Supplies. We are being asked to prepare a balance sheet. This can also be called a statement of financial position. And balance sheets are just dated, so we just date it March 31st, 2029. Remember how we do this. Now, again, different folks will have different formats. I like it to be a very horizontal statement, as if you moved your paper this way, you know, and we're working on it wider. I guess that's landscape. I write assets on the left side. I write liabilities on the right side, and somewhere down here, I'm not sure where yet, I'm going to write SE for shareholders' equity, but we'll worry about that when we get there. Let's start with our assets. Now, the good news is, because they give us a trial balance, everything's in the correct order. So let's start with our first current asset, cash, $24,000. So under assets, another subheading here, current assets, cash, $24,000. My next asset, and I remember it, is AR, and I'm very alert to this, that it's AR net, right? We did that calculation way back when, the very first part of the very first video, where we said, oh yeah, I have receivables of 18, but my allowance for doubtful accounts is 3. We present this number to our shareholders on the balance sheet. We tell our shareholders, we think we can collect 15. Yes, I'm legally owed 18, but I only think I can collect 15. So that's the number that goes on the balance sheet. Continuing, we of course have inventory, 54. We have prepaid insurance of 6. Inventory, 54,000, and prepaid insurance, 6. So let's add these up, because that's all of our current assets. $24 plus 15 plus 54 plus 6, $99. $99,000 in current assets. What about our long-term assets, sometimes categorized as PPE? And it's just that net equipment, right? We said we had equipment of 125, we had accumulated depreciation of 20. So the equipment net, 125 minus 20, it's 105. So let's plug that one in. We have equipment net of 105. So our grand total here for assets, 99 is our current assets, 105 is our long-term assets. If we had 2 or 3 equipment lines, you know, we had a building, equipment, maybe some land, we would list on the left and total on the right. But because we only have 1, it just goes on the right. 99 plus 105 is 204. And that's it. That is our total assets. This gets a double underline. I need some dollar signs as well. Dollar sign at the top of each column. Dollar sign beside anything double underlined. And there we have the left side of our balance sheet complete. on to the right side, liabilities. And liabilities were highlighted in green there. We just have a few. We've got 1, 2, 3 current liabilities. The bank loan payable, I'm going to assume is long-term. It's not made clear here, but based on order and just intuition would say, yeah, typically bank loans are longer term. Accounts payable, wages payable, unearned revenue, though, are all current. We got accounts payable, we got wages payable, and we've got unearned revenues. Okay, let's take a look at the amounts. 15, 7, and 5. 15, 7, and 5. 15,000, 7,000, 5,000. This is the most current to the most long term. 27 is our total current liabilities. In terms of long-term liabilities, we just have the one. We just have the bank loan. And this bank loan was in the amount of, where are you, bank loan? $84,000, $84,000. So now we can total it. Total liabilities. 27 plus 84, what is that? 1. I better do it in the calculator. 111 maybe? 111, 111. Absolutely. So, okay, our total liabilities, $111,000. I don't underline or double underline this. We're just on to shareholders' equity. And under shareholders' equity, really just 2 accounts to be concerned about: common shares and retained earnings. If you go on to a more intermediate or advanced accounting class, this does get a little busier. We can have different classes of shares, and there's there are different accounts that go in shareholders' equity, but in intro class, common shares, retained earnings are the typical ones. Sometimes common stock or capital stock, they might call it, or something else, but we're all talking about the same thing. $1,000 in common shares. Now, I see there's 41 under retained earnings, but we know that's the beginning of year retained earnings. Our retained earnings is 92. So $1,000 of common shares, $92,000 of retained earnings coming from our statement of retained earnings. 92. 1 plus 92 is 93,000. That is my total shareholders' equity. The final line here is grand total liabilities, and shareholders' equity, which is 111 plus 93. 111 plus 93 is 204. This is fantastic news. The birds are singing, the sun is shining, and our balance sheet indeed is balancing. Need to put some dollar signs before we can call this one perfect. A dollar sign at the top of each column, dollar sign beside the bottom line, and I'm satisfied that I have done a beautiful job on this balance sheet. So let me just scroll through them again. We've got our income statement here showing revenues minus expenses equals net income with all those important subtotals in the middle. Statement of retained earnings shows how retained earnings changed during the period, and the balance sheet shows that assets equals liabilities plus shareholders' equity, and it tells you a lot about the company. Like, do they have enough money to pay their bills? Well, they have $99,000 in current assets. They have $27,000 in current bills, current liabilities. Yeah, I think they're okay in a liquidity position, and we can do all sorts of other little calculations to see how this company is doing. All right, let's stop the video there, but before you say goodbye to me, hit one of those buttons on the way out. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye. The next video in our series is right up here, and if you want a supercut of all of the videos in this series, that's the one down below.